From Phoenix, Arizona, players and fans alike are enjoying the luxury of the closed roof and air conditioning. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Robbie Ray is on the mound for the Diamondbacks. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got an ERA of under 3.5, which is pretty decent for a starter. Pretty good chance that we'll see a good start from him here in this one.
Trey Turner makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Washington, shortstop Trey Turner.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. EK, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
And it hasn't been a homestand to remember so far. They're just 2-3 in their first 5 games, so they're going to need to pick it up.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hot shot to third. Gets dirty and gloves it. He is out.
Oh, what a play.
Not in second.
On a ball hit like that, if you're the pitcher, you're thinking, oh, base hit. But not this time. What tremendous defense out there. Great diving stop. Makes the play and gets the out. And the pitcher acknowledges it, and he's happy about it.
Into the box, Juan Soto, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Tries to dump this one out to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Juan Soto has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer. And as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well. And in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like. But there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Catch made out there by Pollock, and there are 2 away now. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I really appreciate the way that Bryce Harper plays the game. He's been a huge part of this lineup, and right now he's one of the leaders in the National League in the runs scored category, so look for him to make an impact on this game.
Pitch out, nothing doing. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Bullard's got a pretty good strike zone all around. He'll miss a call every once in a while in the corners, but what umpire doesn't?
2-0 now.
Now, after that first pitch out, another ball here really puts you in the hole against a dangerous hitter.
He's running towards second. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Takes this the other way to right. In is Jay, but this ball's in front of him for a base hit.
Batting fifth,
Anthony Rendon
third baseman,
will stand
number
in
6.
now. He homered in the ball game last night.
Well, his last game was a breath of fresh air because he's been stinking it up lately. Under 200 over his last 10 games.
Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field, and deep back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. Anthony Rendon has just clubbed a milestone home run. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, it's obviously not easy hitting home runs, Matt. That's why the best power guys are so popular. I suspect this one feels a little extra special, but I'm sure he'll keep things in perspective. He's not a threat to any record just yet.
Adam Eaton stands in for the first time now,
Batting sixth,
looking to stay hot.
the right
He's been a
fielder,
real
number
force at
2,
the plate over the last
Adam
week or so.
Eaton.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. The tail of the tape on that last home run, 410 feet. That's wide, 2-0. He just doesn't seem to have as good command out there in the first inning.
You're right about that. He has not looked comfortable at all so far, and sometimes you see that when you're pitching on the road, but rarely when you're in your own home ballpark.
That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this will get to the wall out near the pool area. And he's in at second base with a first inning double.
All right, that's already
Batting
the
seven,
fourth hit he's given up in
second
his
baseman,
first inning, and this one's a double. And you start to get the sense that if he doesn't turn it around very soon, he's not going to be out there much longer.
Stepping in now, Wilmer Defoe. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Gets a small piece near the plate. Avila scoops it up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But the Nationals strike for three, all coming via this three-run home run. Max Scherzer, a Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, he's having a nice, solid season so far. In his last outing, won his 15th game of the season. Throwing really well. We'll see if he can do it again here.
John Jay comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom
Leading
half
off
of
for
the first.
Diamondbacks, right fielder, Sean Shea.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, you've really got to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. He's reached the 20 steals mark on the year, and that speed he showcases can really cause problems for a defense. It's always fun to watch him when he's on base.
One out, nobody on. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Harper giving chase. 2 down. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best all-around players in the game in Bryce Harper. What he does defensively, he's got great speed, got an absolute cannon for an arm, and he's very aggressive. Has not met a wall that he doesn't want to run through.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
Hard hit at third. Fielded by Rendon. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. Pedro Severino will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Yeah, that was a good one for him. He needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Liner towards second, but an atom bowl right to him for the first out. With a moment now, let's bring in a look at the defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, A.J. Pollock brings exceptional defense into the outfield. He won the Gold Glove in 2015, patrolling center field. There's nothing boring about the way he plays. Very aggressive, shows a lot of energy, and you can really go get him with the best of them.
We've mentioned before that this guy can handle the bat, and he proves it right here with a solid base hit.
Trey Turner will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Yeah, but he hit it hard, though. He put a really nice swing on it, and we'll see if he can do that same thing right here.
And that misses inside 1-0.
And, you know, I've always thought if you're pretty sure a guy might be trying to bunt, then put that first pitch out of the strike zone. Make him show you his intentions. Maybe you get him to offer it something that he shouldn't.
Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Nationals have made this a 5-0 game.
Well, this guy's been a real pain in the backside so far in this series. And this is his second home run here in 3 days, so he is really seeing the ball well now.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
And one thing this kid's going to find out is that everything speeds up at the major league level. And those pitches that you were on top of in AAA, they have a tendency to get on top of you much quicker now. You got to learn to adjust.
Bryce Harper is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Standing in, Ryan Zimmerman. He reached on a single in his first try. Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Matt Koch is going to come on now here in just the second inning, so he'll likely be asked to work a few innings here. Looking to minimize the damage here, Anthony Rendon is at the plate as he looks at ball one. Gotta wonder if the natives will start to get restless here.
Well, it's definitely not the start to this game this crowd was hoping for. Far from it.
And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
And that is not good.
2 down, runners at first and second. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of
And Owings will make the play there to retire the side. David Peralta gets his first try now, and he's seen that average climb the last week or so.
Left fielder, David Peralta.
Scherzer's ready. First pitch on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Severino has a play, and on one pitch, he's retired.
Batting fifth,
Eduardo Escobar will get his first shot at it here. He's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, there's no question this guy's got to be in the running for the Cy Young this year. He makes quick work of this guy on 3 pitches. That was just too easy.
Alex Avila settles in for his first at-bat, and he'll be looking to break out in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first-pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
And he falls behind 0-2. Hit back up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
Nick Ahmed steps in for the first time. One of those guys really needing something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go of it lately. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
And like most right-handed power guys, he's a good high ball hitter. So that's where you're going to want to keep that fastball going forward.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Here's the 0-2. Tapped out in front of home. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Arizona. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. Thanks again for joining us from inside the air-conditioned Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. Adam Eaton is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd. Time to move forward to the bottom of inning number 3. A.J. Pollard will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Steven Souza will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Steven Souza.
Oh, not fooled one bit by the changeup as he smokes this one to deep left field. That one will not be coming back. A home run. A solo shot here to left. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And they're on the board at 6-1.
Well, with the hole they dug themselves here early, it's definitely a long road back, but stranger things have happened, and who knows? Or maybe we'll look back on this home run as being the one that got the huge comeback started.
In now is
Right
John
fielder,
Jay.
Number 9, Sean Shea.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Scherzer looks in. 0-1 pitch on its way. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. He pulls this one into right, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. Chris Owings steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Is there, and he's out trying to take second.
You want to talk about having a bazooka for an arm. After watching the jump, I thought he had this base stolen, but this ball is on the money with some steam on it. And he's out by a pretty comfortable margin.
2 out, nobody on. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
And even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
And now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So 1 run here on 2 hits, including the home run. No errors. Archie Bradley is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. We'll pick this one up in the bottom of inning number 4. Back with Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it's Paul Goldschmidt that'll lead things off for Arizona.
Number 44.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Scherzer gets the sign. Here he comes 0-1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
Boy, tough slider right there. Had him leaning back. I don't think he could have done anything with that pitch, even if he did swing at it.
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season.
Well, it's just business as usual for him, Matt. He leads the National League in that category. He's having himself just a fantastic season so far. Not only is he pitching well, but his team is playing great for him as well. You need run support and solid defense to rack up the wins like he is, and he's getting it.
David Peralta will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
Chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot down the line in right. Number 21 for him on the season. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Now batting,
Eduardo Escobar
third
standing
baseman,
in.
Eduardo Escobar.
As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. Now that last home run estimated at a distance of 421 feet. One 0 is a curveball that's over for strike one.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Line toward the gap in left center, and call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game.
Well, this latest dry spell, it's dropped his average all the way under 240. So you'd like nothing more than to string a few of these together and get back into some kind of rhythm at the plate.
He's set, and the pitch. Alex Avila comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
And the runner back in standing.
Keeping him close.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Ryan Zimmerman heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Time to join this one now in the bottom of inning number 5. Nick Ahmed comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Scherzer into the windup, coming at him with the 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Drilled down the line, and a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
And for lack of a better phrase, this guy right now, he just stinks. We've seen that average fall under the 220 mark, so something's going to have to give sooner or later.
In now, A.J. Pollock. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, strikeout last time, and it's been a tough series for him so far. Let's see if we can make a little bit of an adjustment here in this at-bat.
Here's the 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Nobody out, runner on first. Shot back up the middle, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The tag, and they got him at third. What a throw.
Oh, and that's a nice job there in center field to come up throwing. And you see him square his body up to the target, and he puts this throw right on the money to get his man trying to take third.
Ketel Marte will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Scherzer will check it first. And a dive, but he's back. Comes set with the 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Soto is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
First delivery to him on the way. John Jay is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. And it's quickly 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there he goes towards second. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
And nothing gains momentum more than a 2-strike, 2-out RBI.
Second baseman.
He just stays with his ball nicely. That'll fire up the whole dugout.
Chris Owings steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
Grounded to short. He's right there, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Nationals 6 and the Diamondbacks 3. Number 61 will come in and pitch now.
Pitching for the Diamondbacks, number 61.
Max Scherzer is going to hit here with his guys up by 3 in inning number 6.
Well, Matt, he's got some cushion to work with here, and he's throwing the ball well, so he's earned himself not only that chance to hit one more time, but more importantly, a chance to go deeper into this ball game out there on the mound.
Jay is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter,
Trey Turner will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen as it looks like they'll have both the lefty and a righty up to throw. Ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
High in the air out to center field. Pollock has a beat on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
And at this point in the game, your defenders will love you for this. He's been able to pick up the first 2 outs of the inning here on just 4 pitches.
Juan Soto gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Drilled right back up the middle. Owings to his left. He's there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Paul Goldschmidt will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Hard liner toward short, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
David Peralta comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Oh, and this goes right past him. And he'll round it and try for third. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Eduardo Escobar will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. You got to say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next 2 pitches. So you got to see if you can get him to chase.
3 runs, 9 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen?
Number 5.
He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1.
Yeah, he's still sticking with that fastball, but you start to get the sense that it's flattening out just a little bit. That could be a warning sign.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Hot shot on the ground is short. Turner comes up with it. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all, as the inning is over. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3. Bryce Harper is set to get us started for the late innings of this one. We'll move forward in this one and rejoin the action in the bottom of the 7th.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks,
Nick Ahmed will
The
dig in.
shortstop,
1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
That misses. 1-1 the count now to the Arizona shortstop. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. This one's flared out toward left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
A.J. Pollock is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Scherzer comes set. Here's the 0-1. Bounced softly in front of the plate. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now batting, number 61.
Yasmani Tomas will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 24, Yasmani Tomas.
Hit in the air to center field. Harper has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
And that's just one of the few balls that really hasn't taken off today. And we've seen some balls really jump off the bat so far, but not there.
Stepping up to the plate, John Jay. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Pulled toward right center field. Eaton on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman
Chris Owings gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
And in a spot like this, first and second with 2 away, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
Ground ball left side. Rendon is there on to first, and the Diamondbacks are turned away as the inning is over. Diamondbacks strand a pair. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Brad Boxberger will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Leading off the inning, Adam Eaton, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
You know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And the 8th inning begins with a flyout. Quickly 1 away.
The batter, number 1.
Visiting Nationals holding the lead here in the 8th as you get a look at our line score to this point in the game. Wilmer Defoe is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
Nice job of holding up right there. You don't want to fall behind 0-2 against a guy like him.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Swing and a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Escobar backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting, catcher
Pedro Severino will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And he lays off there, 1-0. On a big swing, and he crushes this ball deep. My goodness, a long home run. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as it is now 7-3.
Oh, that's a huge home run right here in the 8th, because that moves the lead to 4 runs now. Of course, a lot can happen between now and the bottom of the 9th, but for the time being, you wonder if they even need to turn to their closer in what would be a non-save situation.
Your attention, please.
We'll get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Scherzer, number 33, Matt Wieters.
Shot towards second. Oh, and a beautiful diving catch there will end the inning as the side is retired. That's as good a play as you're going to see a second baseman make, and he does it to end the inning. We'll be right back at Chase Field in just a moment. Glover is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Number 32.
Paul Goldschmidt will stand in, and he's been quiet today, but you just wonder if that's going to last the entire 9 innings.
Normally it doesn't. But give these guys credit. They've had a plan of attack, they've stuck to it, and they've gotten good results.
Hard hit ball to second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
They've let these guys keep hanging around and hanging around, not able to put them away. I tell you, this game, it's far from over. They're not going to go quietly.
David Peralta will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Drilled to first. Fielded cleanly by Zimmerman. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Eduardo Escobar ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
As a hitter here, you've got to make him get the ball up. You don't go swinging at pitches that are down in the zone and more likely to turn into double play balls.
On the ground near home. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now. Alex Avila strides in, grounded out his last time through.
Yeah, but this time, if he can just put the ball on the ground again, he's going to have a good chance at an RBI because right now the infield's playing back.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Harper's got it. Here comes the runner from third. And it'll be a sac fly and an RBI as that'll cut this to a 3-run deficit now.
These guys just keep chipping away. The run scores here on the sac fly, and don't look now, but they're making their way back into this ball game.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Oh, and he misses it. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Here it comes, 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here it comes on 0-2. Hit down the third base line. Rendon has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Only one in the inning for Arizona. We've played 8 full. It's the Nationals 7. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. T.J. McFarland will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Trey Turner steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the 2nd.
Jeff Mathis.
Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. That's inside. 2-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. There to take it is Jay, and he's got it for the first out. Into the box now, Juan Soto. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Hit hard. Oh, and this hits the bag at second base. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, and he had his first major league hit earlier in the game. How about a 2-hit game to start things out? Attaboy.
Bryce Harper will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Pollock has a read on it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
Ryan Zimmerman ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Ah, that's just a great spot for the fastball against a hitter like this. Just off the plate enough to make him offer, but not good enough that he can do anything with it.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Back goes Pollock. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. One left for Washington. They hold a 7-4 lead. Striding in to start the 9th, A.J. Pollock, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this end.
Kelvin Herrera is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
And here's a swing and a foul ball as that was just wide of the bag. A pause and the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number 1.
Jeff Mathis will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Soto is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
John Jay makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Max Scherzer in line for the victory, barring a late collapse here. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Defoe is there. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Nationals make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over.
Well, here we go. Tack another one onto that winning streak. They've now got it up to 6 in a row, and it's not looking like this hot spell's going to end anytime soon.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people.